What's up, everyone? This is John of Video Games on the World. The Power Rangers have been a popular series since 1993 and has lasted for a very long time. Its last show was Power Rangers Cosmic Fury, and it was well received by others. Some didn't like it. The Power Rangers are based on the long-running Japanese tokusatsu series, Super Sentai. Since the Power Rangers premiered, it has spawned toys, comic books, video games, t-shirts, lunchboxes, school utilities, and 3 movies in 1995, 1997, and 2017 respectively. Now, there have been also lots of fan films created by longtime fans of Power Rangers and even fan-made series that were amazing like Power Rangers Unworthy. Hell, even Bat in the Sun has made fan-made content like Scorpion vs. the White Ranger, Ryu vs. the Green Ranger, Power Rangers Legacy War, Street Fighter, etc. And I also like Chris Cantada's Power Ranger themed videos where various people morph as Rangers and Sentai Warriors as well. Now, I remember 10 years ago when a friend of mine shared a video to me on YouTube and I saw the Power Rangers fan film produced by Adi Shankar and directed by Joseph Kahn. Adi Shankar is known for being the executive producer of movies like Machine Gun Preacher, Dread, and for being the showrunner of Castlevania, Castlevania Nocturne, Captain Laserhawk, The Guardians of Justice, and the upcoming Devil May Cry. He's also known for his bootleg universe movies such as The Punisher Dirty Laundry, Venom Truth and Journalism, and so on. When I saw this fan film, I was like, wow, this is gruesome yet exciting. I still remember when YouTube removed the video due to copyright claim from Saban, the original copyright holders of the Power Rangers franchise, on February 26. And the following day, it was restored to both Vimeo and YouTube. A lot of fans who loved the first show as much as I did since childhood were like wowed over the violence, the drug use, the curse words, and the sexual content. It was like Power Rangers meet John Rambo and Judge Dredd. Oh my god. Don't forget the Punisher too. This fan film stars Katie Sackhoff, James Van Der Beek, Russ Bane, William Lee, and Gichi Gamba. It was released on YouTube on February 23, 2015. So, let's start. Story for this fan film. After the Machine Empire defeats the Power Rangers and destroys the Megazord in battle, Earth's governments negotiate a truce with the Machine Empire, and the Power Rangers are disbanded. Years later, Rocky DeSantos, the second Red Ranger, defected to the Machine Empire and now wears a prosthetic leg. When Kimberly is captured, she's interrogated about the location of Tommy Oliver, the former Green Ranger. He details the tragic fates of the other Rangers, but not all is as it seems. Thoughts for this movie. Warning, there will be spoilers. After watching the fan film, I was like, holy shit, this is like Power Rangers meet John Rambo, Judge Dredd, and the Punisher all together. This fan film also had a couple of real-life references, such as Billy being an openly gay trillionaire and Trini's funeral scene. David Yost, who played as Billy in the show, came out as gay in 2010 and shared a story on how he was called homophobic slurs by the crew during filming and contemplated suicide. As someone who was a homophobe, it scares me how I could have been like those homophobic jerks and Anita Bryant if I stayed that way. Thank God I self-reflected after that argument with a lesbian coworker. Anyways, I am glad that he came out and decided to be himself and not let those bastards grind him down. And what's really moving is how the stars of previous Power Ranger seasons all the way till Dino Charge expressed their support and participated in no-hate photo shoots. As for Trini's funeral scene, it is a reference to the late Jason David Frank not being at Louis Trang's funeral because he was burying his brother Eric Ray at the time. Man. My favorite scene in this movie is when Zack is fighting a bunch of North Korean soldiers and how he kills them and their general. That was brutal and incredibly awesome. Oh my god. Ay, Dios mío. What I also find interesting is that Rocky is critical of Zordon for choosing teenagers to be Power Rangers and fight to defend planet Earth and the universe against an enemy that had nothing to do with them. It's like turning them into child soldiers, and as Adi Shankar said, that is totally messed up. This kind of reminds me of the 1995 movie when Ivan Ooze said, "So, Sordon is still using a bunch of kids to do his dirty work." Now, in most shows, the Rangers are in their teens, while in some shows, the Rangers are in their early to mid 20s. The reason why young people are chosen to become heroes in various stories besides Power Rangers is due to their hope, their optimism, their fire, and their conviction to do what is always right. Sure, they can have PTSD after all these battles they have endured, but they can still lead normal, happy lives. They can have their ways of getting better by receiving comfort and support from others. Power Rangers are not exempt from this. The Rangers always had support not only from each other, but from other friends and family as well. I still remember how some stars of the original show reacted to this fan film. Amy Jo Johnson, Austin St. John, David Yost, and Steven Cardenas expressed their support for the fan film and they liked it. Now, the late Jason David Frank gave his opinion about the fan film and he was not too fond of how violent it was since he was more of a PG-13 guy. And he also said that Power Rangers should be connected to adults and kids. I remember him saying that there's no way he would allow his daughter Jenna to watch that kind of movie. But he appreciated this movie on an inner geek level. This is a fan film that a lot of us old fans would totally kill to see. But I gotta say that Jason David Frank has a point that Power Rangers shouldn't be so ultra violent in the level of Rambo, Dredd, The Boys, and The Punisher. I would love to see another Power Rangers movie that is totally PG-13 in the level of movies like The Avengers, Pacific Rim, and Transformers. It must be balanced for both new and old fans of the franchise. And, since I mentioned Pacific Rim, I'd rather watch the first movie than that piece of crap sequel. God, that movie sucked! Ugh! So finally, to wrap this up, I still loved this awesome fan film, and watching it again brought back good memories. When I first saw this movie, I was recuperating on how crappy the legendary battle was in Power Rangers Super Mega Force. Neil Saban totally screwed up on that one, which is why I prefer the movie Super Sentai 199 a lot more. And also, I prefer watching Power Rangers anniversary specials like Forever Red, Dimensions in Danger, and Once and Always. And I will also rather read the Shattered Grid story. Before I close, I want to give a shout out to Morphin Master, Adi Shankar, Chris Cantata, and Morphosis. And that's all I have to share about the R-rated fan film. This is John of Video Games and the World signing off. May the power protect you, Ranger fans. Bye!